In this video, we are going to determine whether the lines through given pairs of points, so this is the first pair and this is the second pair, whether the lines through these pairs of points are parallel. Please do keep in mind that two straight lines are parallel to each other if their slopes are the same. That means here is one line, here is another line. Let's call the slope of this one m1, this one m2. If these two straight lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. That is m1 equal to m2. It goes both ways. If two lines are parallel, then m1 is going to be m2. That means their slopes are going to be equal. On the other hand, if two slopes are equal if the slopes of two lines are equal, then the lines must be parallel. So it's a two-way implication. Now we are going to find the slopes of this given line by using the formula, slope formula, m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. I am going to call the slope of this line m1 and the slope of this line m2. And I am going to label this point as x1, this one as y1, this one as x2, this one as y2. Now let's find m1 first. m1 is going to be equal to y2 minus y1. So negative 0.75 minus y1, by the way, which is negative 0.35, divided by x2, which is 0.35, minus, this minus comes from the formula, x1, which is 0.25. If I simplify it further, I get the following: negative 0.75 plus 0.35. This negative and this negative are gonna make it positive because we are multiplying. And 0.35 minus 0.25 is just 0.10. Or m is equal to, on the top I have, on the numerator, negative 0.75 plus 0.35 is negative 0.40, divided by negative 0.10. Now this negative and negative is going to cancel. Now after the decimal we have two digits, so we could just safely get rid of the decimal. In the numerator I have two digits after the decimal. In the denominator I have two digits after the decimal. Is going to be 10, which is 4. So my m1, by the way, this is m1. My m1 is equal to 4. Now let's go ahead and find m2. To find m2, I'm going to label this point as my x1, this point as my y1, okay? And this point as my x2 and this point as my y2. So my m2 is going to be equal to y2 minus y1 is going to be negative 3 minus 3.75, and then x2 minus x1 4.25 minus negative 2.5, because this is my x1. Now I'm going to simplify these numbers. In the numerator I'm going to get negative 6.75, because negative 3 minus 3.75 is negative 6.75, and in the denominator I have 4.25, and negative is going to make it positive, so this is going to be 2.50. If I simplify it further, my m2 is going to be negative 6.75 over 6.75, which is, by the way, negative 1. Therefore, my m2 is equal to negative 1. Now we look at m1 and m2, and we notice that m1 and m2 are not equal. That means they are not equal. Therefore, the lines that are under consideration through these pairs of points and these pairs of points are not parallel. They are not parallel to each other. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.